So over the weekend, Fatman Scoop passed away, and this all started. There was a video that broke of him performing in Connecticut at Town Center Park, and this was a part of like a summer concert series that they were doing up there. And during the performance, he literally, if you watch the video, he falls in the performance, and they have to perform CPR for him. Let's take a listen to the video.
You better give it up for Fatman Scoop right now. Have to make some noise! Yeah. I said, have to make some noise! Yeah. Wait up. If you came to party, make some noise.
So what happens in that video, for those who haven't seen it yet, is he's walking on the stage and he's still trying to entertain the crowd. He gets to the top of the stage where his DJ is, and then he falls after that. If you came to party, make some noise. And then you see people behind the DJ booth doing chest compressions on someone, and a lot of people from the crowd were saying that it was Fatman Scoop. And then later, not even 24 hours later, but like the next day, news broke that he had actually passed away. This was first confirmed via a statement posted by one of his like tour managers or members of his team, and it said, with the heaviest of hearts, I announced the passing of Isaac Freeman III, known professionally as Fatman Scoop. And then his family went on to release a statement, saying, with profound sadness and very heavy hearts, they shared the news of the passing of Fatman Scoop, who was a radiant soul, a beacon of light on the stage and in life. He was not just a world-class performer. He was a father, a brother, an uncle, and a friend. Yeah, I just felt like with that story, it just happened so fast. It was like the news broke, the CPR was happening, and then next thing you know, I saw a report from the New York Post that he had passed away.
Well, rest in peace to Fatman Scoop. I hate that we have to see that video, but the irony that he died on stage doing what so many people love him for, and his last words was him hyping the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace. I mean, I know Fatman Scoop a long time. I mean, when and he really started in the industry from the bottom. Like, he started as on a street team working for Tommy Boy, worked his way up, got him a position on radio, and then started doing radio and then doing records. And he was just somebody that I've never seen him upset, very happy, very willing to give you advice, very willing to give you positive energy. When I first started in radio, he was somebody that I was able to call upon and ask him things, whether it was contract negotiation time or just how to do a tease on air or how to close out a break or whatever it may be. He would be willing to give you so much knowledge, and he was a really great person. You know how somebody says you're a good person?
Yeah.
He had a good heart. He had a good soul. Like I said, he was a great person. He was great to me. He was great to my family. So definitely rest in peace and sending condolences and healing energy to his family. Sad.
Absolutely.
I went to college with his brother, so definitely sending healing energy to his family and his kids.
Did they say what the cause of death was?
So there's no official toxicology report, which would be the exact cause of death. However, the CEO of the PR firm that represented Fatman Scoop, her name is Sharon Elkabaz, she did give a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, and she said that he had an energy drink before going on stage, and he never drank energy drinks, but he did before this show. So I don't know if the family thinks that may be a part of the reason or whatever, but there is no official cause of death that has been released yet. But I know, Envy, like I saw you posted, I saw you talking about it online, and I know it's your birthday today, and he left out of here saying if you came to party, make some noise. So we do got some Fatman Scoop that we want to play real quick just to get the energy back up as we celebrate his life.
Drop, now drop, now drop, now drop. Oh. If you got the fattest block, now drop. Let it now drop. Do the snake, do the freak, do the bop, now drop. Yo, don't stop, don't stop.
I can't think of a
Bass drop.
I didn't know this one was him, y'all.
You didn't know this was Scoop?
I be so lit in the club to this.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Lord. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep, please.
No, but once I listen to it again, I'm like, oh yeah, his voice. It's so distinctive.
He got a Grammy for this one right here. Makes you lose control.
That's why the kids have to hush sometimes.
No, I didn't know, y'all.
Just children, please. Simmer down. I can't think of a time in a club or on a radio on a weekend you don't hear these records.
Right.
My whole life, I'm trying to think, well, since these records came out, like, I can't think of a time you haven't heard these records somewhere.
No, for real. Especially the single ladies one. That's what I'm saying. It's like, wow, I didn't know.
And he
that.
just did a record
Especially
with
the single ladies.
I don't even think they released
That's
it.
the one, right?
Yeah.
Not the one for you.
He just did a. I'm sure they're gonna release it, but they
I will
just did a
break
record
that
with
computer
JT.
screen.
He just did a record with JT, and it's funny. I was talking to. Shout out to Chris Green, who works for the label. I was talking about Scoop. He was like, "Yeah, Scoop just did a record with JT. Is we about to release it?" And I'm like, "Dope." And then a couple of hours later, he passed. I'm like, "Yo, we were just talking about it." He was like, "Yeah." So I'm sure they probably released it in a couple. I don't know if it's a remix or her next single, but I know he just did a record with JT.
And I do want to say, I mean, you know, we don't know what the cause of death is, man, but I just want to say, my brothers and sisters, I cannot stress to you enough how important it is just to stay on top of your cardiovascular health.
Yes.
Okay, cardiovascular disease is what leads to, you know, heart attacks and strokes, all that type of stuff. When you hear a lot of cases about these, you know, sudden deaths like that, usually it's some type of cardiovascular disease, man. And as a person who's dealt with, you know, anxiety their whole life, I've been in and out of the hospital thinking I was having a heart attack. But a couple of years ago, I really started focusing on my cardiovascular health, and that's why I always salute Dr. Puma and Soren Medical. You know, Envy's been to Soren Medical. Go get you a Soren heart scan. Even if you know, not in the New York tri-state area, go get that scan that can detect those blockages and plaque or calcification, you know, around your heart, because, you know, coronary artery disease is taking a lot of us out early.
And just so you know, because when we say that, people think it's a procedure, they got to put you under. No, what they do is it takes probably 5 minutes. They put I guess it's a fluid in your system, and they can track it through your veins. Up for a second. It warms you up for a second. And it takes literally, I think, 5 to 10 minutes. You're out of there, and they
4 minutes. 4 minute evaluation. 4 minutes. And
from that 4 minutes, you can say, like Charlamagne said, the calcium, what runs through your veins, calcification, what runs through your heart,
the blockages, the blockages, the plaque, the calcification, you know, that be clogging up those arteries, man, and leads to those sudden heart attacks and those sudden strokes. How you know how Lauren kept saying how it feels like it happened really fast.
It did.
Because it does.
It did, man. I was like, but when I heard, again, we don't know the official like anything, cause of anything, but when I heard CPR, just as a person who knows like a CPR background, I was like, that does not sound good. That stuff moves so fast. So yeah.
So and last thing, like what Charlamagne said, if you do go to the doctor and they do check it out and there's a problem, they can fix it right then and there. You don't have to come back. They can go fix it right then and there, so you can have a healthier life. And that is Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa. All right, now when we come back, we got front page news. More going to be joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up
early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.